Not moving completely from tradition because that is important as well, but really adapting to the newer ways of learning could be one of the ways of building a winning culture of sales. And
Agree.
is that what I'm taking away from this?
Yeah, it is. It is. But I think also you need to think about how that gets managed and how that gets led, right? So I think in simple terms, a manager, a historical manager would obviously manage a sales environment and a team in a certain way, certainly in my experience. But I think going forward, that now needs to change. So they need to be given themselves the right skills. Do they fully understand how to use technology? Do they fully understand the expectations of their workforce? Are they close enough to their teams? Do they really understand what motivates them? And
Right.
probably a bigger question to ask is, do they actually know how they like to learn?
Yeah,
How many
I like
sales
that.
leaders just assume they like to learn like they like to learn, right? So these are all things that I think need to be factored in. But zooming out a little bit, when you come to managers and leaders of sales teams and organizations, it is dependent on the culture that you create. And
Right.
I think in today's society, people tend to want flexibility.
Right.
They want to be able to operate on a bit more of their terms. Now, when I grew up, it was very much you do as you're told in an organization. That's how it is.
Yeah.
But there is not a revolt, but there's a real push now for different generations to work, but on their terms. So it's not just about working on their terms. How do we support them in a sales capacity to enable them to be successful?
Right.
Maybe doing things differently through technology. And hence my point earlier that people in those roles need to fully understand and embrace the fact that technology is here to stay and will grow.